Europe is often divided into regions based on geographical, cultural or historical criteria. Some common divisions are as follows. Directional divisions, groupings by compass directions are the hardest to define in Europe, since there are a few calculations of the midpoint of Europe, and the pure geographical criteria of East and West are often confused with the political meaning these words acquired during the Cold War era. Central Europe, Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, Southern Europe, Western Europe. There are also physical geographic regions such as the Central Uplands and the European Plain. The geographic scheme in use by the United Nations created for internal use by the Statistics Division includes all of the above sub-regions, save Central Europe. Historical divisions. Europe can be divided along many differing historical lines, normally corresponding to those parts that were inside or outside a particular cultural phenomenon, empire or political division. The areas varied at different times, and so it is arguable as to which areas fell into certain areas. Roman and non-Roman Europe, those parts that were inside or outside the Roman Empire. Greek Europe and Latin Europe, those parts that fell into the Eastern and Western Roman empires. Monotheistic Christian and polytheistic pagan Europe, those lands that did and did not observe Christianity in the Middle Ages. Catholic and Orthodox Europe, those parts on either side of the Great Schism. After Reformation, countries of Western Christianity and Eastern Christianity, Protestant and Catholic Europe, those parts that, in the main, left the Catholic Church during the Reformation contrasted with those that did not. Communist Europe, capitalist Europe, those parts on either side of the Iron Curtain and Third World countries. Contemporary. Economic and political equals, European Union and non-EU countries, EU countries and European countries outside or not in close partnership with the organization. European Union member states. Countries that are a part of the political and economic bloc. Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, the Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, the Slovak Republic, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden and the United Kingdom. Eurozone countries. Countries that have adopted the euro as their currency. Austria, Belgium, Cyprus, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, the Netherlands, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, and Spain. EFTA countries. A free trade organization that operates in parallel with the euro, and is linked to the European Union. Liechtenstein, Iceland, Norway and Switzerland. CEFTA countries. A free trade agreement in the Balkans linked to the EU. Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, Moldova, Montenegro and Serbia. European Economic Area, Schengen Area. A borderless zone created by the Schengen Agreements. Austria, Belgium, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Norway, Iceland and Switzerland, which by separate agreements fully apply the provisions of the Schengen Acquis. European Union Customs Union is a customs union which consists of all the member states of the European Union and some neighboring countries. Andorra, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Monaco, the Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, San Marino, the Slovak Republic, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Turkey and the UK. Eurasian Economic Union is a political and economic union of Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Russia. CISFTA is free trade agreement among 8 co-entities, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Moldova and Armenia. Other political OECD Europe countries, European countries that are a part of the OECD, Austria, Belgium, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovenia, the Slovak Republic, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey and the United Kingdom. Central European Initiative, a forum of regional cooperation. Albania, Austria, Belarus, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Italy, Macedonia, Moldova, Montenegro, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia and Ukraine. Visegrad Group, a Central European group representing a cooperation alliance since 14th century. Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Centrope, an Interreg IIIA project to establish a multinational region in the Central Europe encompassing 4 European countries, Slovakia, Austria, Hungary and Czech Republic. Mid-Delia European Initiative. Geographical Peninsulas, Balkan Peninsula. The Balkan Peninsula is located in southeast Europe and is generally considered to comprise the following countries: Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, Greece, Republic of Macedonia, Montenegro, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia and Turkey. Iberian Peninsula, located in southwestern Europe. This peninsula contains Spain, Portugal, Gibraltar, and Andorra. Apennine or Italian Peninsula, located in the south of Europe. The Italian Peninsula contains the states of Italy, San Marino and the Vatican City. Scandinavian Peninsula, located in the north of Europe, Sweden, Norway, and part of Finland. Regional, Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, Benelux, or the Low Countries, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, British Isles, the United Kingdom, the Isle of Man, and the Republic of Ireland, Caucasus, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and the North Caucasus, Channel Islands, Guernsey, Jersey, Nordic countries, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Estonia, Denmark, Iceland, Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Fennoscandia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Karelia. A geological region defined by the Fennoscandian Shield. Alpine countries, the states which have the Alps as a prominent part of their geography. Austria, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, Germany, France, and Italy. Danubian countries, the states that lie along the river Danube. Austria, Bulgaria, Croatia, Germany, Hungary, Moldova, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, and Ukraine. Mediterranean countries, Mediterranean nations are the European countries on the Mediterranean basin: Portugal, Spain, France, Monaco, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, Turkey, Cyprus, and Malta and the British territory of Gibraltar. Religious groupings: Catholic Europe, Catholic majority countries, including Andorra, Austria, Belgium, Croatia, France, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Monaco, Poland, Portugal, San Marino, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain. Orthodox Europe, Orthodox majority countries, including Belarus, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Georgia, Greece, Macedonia, Moldova, Montenegro, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Ukraine. Protestant Europe, Protestant majority countries, including Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Latvia, Norway, Sweden. Muslim Europe, Muslim majority countries, including Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Turkey. Other groupings: Civil Code and Common Law Europe, those parts that adopted a Napoleonic code-style system and those that retained a common law system. Blue banana, describing the concentration of the wealth economic productivity of Europe in a banana-shaped band running from northwest England, London, through Benelux, eastern France, Western Germany to northern Italy. External links